hinder your ability to offer calm, connected, and secure relationships with your children. Provide secure scripts and practical tools you can use in specific scenarios with your kids to build trust and repair conflicts. Show you what to do about the tricky or uncomfortable topics we all face in our parenting journey. Encourage you to securely release the reins of influence as your children grow in independence. Fact number 1. Attachment research and connection-focused parenting is not new. I want to clear up a misconception. Connection-focused parenting is not a trend or something I personally discovered or made up. A close, connected parent-child relationship is an instinct inside both us and our children, designed to help protect our young by keeping them close to us, especially in moments of danger or perceived danger. It has been practiced in every indigenous culture since the beginning of human existence, and it even exists as an instinct in all mammals to varying degrees. While using attachment theory to guide a connection-focused parenting style may seem new in contrast to parenting trends of the past couple of centuries, those quote-unquote old-timey parenting advice trends are not as old as our instinct to form secure attachments with our children. The patterns that we often think of as quote-unquote old school happened relatively recently in the span of human existence as a result of wars, colonization, economic and natural disasters, and the influence of people who did not have a solid understanding of attachment science. Thankfully, we do now. For instance, in the 1930s, Dr. John Watson, one of the founders of behaviorism, gave this advice to parents in his book, Behaviorism. Quote unquote, "Never hug and kiss them. Never let them sit in your lap. If you must, kiss them once on the forehead when they say goodnight. Shake hands with them in the morning." In response to this notion, I think Homer J. Simpson said it best. "No!" with accompanying head slap. Disconnected parenting advice like Dr. Watson's went viral in the 1900s and merged with the unresolved traumas that many people were navigating during that era. As behaviorism-based parenting was making waves in popular thought in the 1950s and 60s, researchers like Harry Harlow and John Bowlby began questioning the validity of those notions by doing important studies on the relationship between children and parents and the long-term impacts that come with different levels of connection in those relationships. As you listen, some of these ideas may seem new to you, but remember that secure attachment patterns are as old school as human survival and adaptation instincts. Attachment science has been validated by an incredibly rich and complex body of research that has been happening continuously since the 1950s and replicated over and over again across many cultures. You're not hopping onto a new bandwagon here. You're tapping into some of the oldest wisdom around, the wisdom of close human relationships. While attachment science has been around since the 1950s, a wider knowledge of the subject of attachment in the greater culture and community has not. When I first started studying attachment in 2007, the resources available were exclusively intended for nerdy graduate students like myself. Full of big words, lots of scientific data, and very little guidance on how to heal or shift attachment patterns. I loved the big words because it helped me to trust this research. But I also felt uncomfortable with the fact that these incredible truths about the parent-child relationship were inaccessible and obscure for anyone outside of the research and clinical world. While we need the scientific data to ensure that we are not simply joining some random internet parenting trend, we also need the data to be accessible and easy to apply so that we can actually improve our lives. Ahead, I'll take the incredible science given to us by some very special smarty pants folks over the last 70+ years and translate it into easy-to-understand words and concepts so that it's practical to apply in our parenting journey. I know, however, that some of you are like me, and you want to dig into the science facts behind attachment research. So I have set aside some of the nerdier data for you fellow attachment nerds in sections called Nerdalist.